I don't think any of this is what we need. What we need is this boat. I wish there was a way I could point it at that, but it seems, alas, that is not happening. But we can definitely get rid of these crawlers here. And now we should have all the damage we need to get through that shield. In fact, if the opponent doesn't invest into AA, this is going to be a round win just for having a boat. Not an AA unit. Not an AA unit. These could be AA units, though. Once we get rid of this shield, things should be getting a lot better. He took the super supply, so we probably have to speed up now. I wonder if I can, or if I just pick the start with no tempo and that then got tempoed out by getting a tempo card for my opponent. That he could take for free because he is not at risk at dying the next 3 rounds, I would say. And by that time it will have amortized, I think is the correct term. Or amortized? Is it spoken like that? I don't know. In any case, finally this shield died. If you ask me, I should have done something more short-term against that shield. Here's a level 4 boat. There's no AA for the opponent, so we free win this one. We took a boat level for our troubles. Now he's going to invest into some kind of AA here. I think this is very much awesome for us. Now we spam more boat. Can unfortunately not spam it in here. And we can also just put the hurt on this with some steel boats, I wager. My FPS is also terrible right now, and I don't exactly know why. Let's invest into some extra... let's invest into damage. I think that's going to be well worth it in the end. Here's a whole lot of level 1 phoenixes with range. Big problem, of course. I wonder if this even matters or if it's just too freaking slow. If we can get in, I think we win the round. If we can't, I think we lose it. Seems we get in. I think we win the round regardless of other factors. Because our spider can now do a whole lot of capturing. We're gonna get more units warping in with the item here. We have a lot of chaff left over. But maybe I've spoken too soon. Not nearly as much of the enemy had died as I would have wanted it to. There's still so many eyes to kill. Okay, well, I spoke too soon. We absolutely got blasted. And the longer this goes on, the longer that he will just get... he has free AA for him, of course. Not a fan at all. How is it possible that so much stuff is surviving with boats and everything else on the front line? I suppose we can use this against the phoenixes. Let's just go for something that definitely will hit. 98% chance at least, I'd say. Oh, come on. Sound, don't mess this up. You know, in a point-blank fight like this, maybe we just go Photon. And I want to have crawlers come in repeatedly and constantly. Let's also hit the temp speed button. I don't think the balls are going to get in, but it should be going anyway. Not too sure that shield will live, honestly. I think it's a bit too far forward, or maybe we would have needed some units here to bait the boat here. Because that's going to whale into it. What advantage monetarily he has? He is spending that money on consumables, so... Oh, charge shot. Ouchies, that's all I'm gonna say. Shield lived, by the way. Bad news for us. Does the extra HP that I added via Photon even matter at all? I have no idea how viable or unviable this is, so... Don't do what I do, is basically what I'm saying all day here. But the good news is that there's no more AA, so we do actually win this round. And he has spent more on shields than he's getting with the super supply spec, so... I'm also ready for the EMP right now. I think the Lightning Storm is just too juicy to pass up here. He does not have any relocation with these, so... Nothing that can be done about. Let's just add more here. And let's add a tiny bit more chaff. Just to slow the enemy down. This is gonna hurt. But at the same time, if all the phoenixes were to die, I don't expect that to happen. Is he gonna add those on the other side? That would be the most logical option, yeah. Do they insta-target the boat? I don't think so, honestly. But I could be wrong. Boat is definitely quite a bit faster. You know, does Photon increase boat HP to the point where that actually starts mattering? Ah, this is not gonna work. This is a not gonna work time. We can't distract this with a bunch of fangs. If we live in the next round, of course. Which we may very well not. Maybe I should have shielded here, but it felt like what do I really shield here? I suppose the marksmen are important enough to be shielded. Okay, only one boat targeted. Only one boat targeted. And why are my boats so much more durable than what I had remembered? Anyway, the Phoenixes didn't work. Are we going to live the round? That is like the one thing that is important. I think we've already killed enough so that we don't die this round. Come on, boat, you can shoot once? No, you cannot. We dead? We dead. Oh, if the boat had shot one more, and God knows. Well, apparently that's also not how you play boat. My opponent kind of froze by doing supply that doesn't matter, and still wins way too hard. But realistically, I probably should have abandoned the plan and gone for something else in light of the shield. And again, when do I play Mr. Spec? We've successfully made it to the 1500s. Surely we will start winning sometime soon. Thanks everybody for watching and listening, and until next time again, bye!